what would I do if I'm starting again from scratch and I have about £10,000 to my name? What would I do? Well, listen, let me answer this question for you. It's all about return on investment. Let me break this down for you, right? It's all about ROI. This is what you should do. It depends on this. Whatever gives you the higher return, that's what I would do. Now, here are a few of the options that you have in property. You have basically 3 of them. Number 1 is you can buy a house, right? If you have around £10,000, it could be a squeeze. You know, you put 25% down, you can buy a property for around £50,000. You know, your 10K will stretch. You might need like 15, including the legal fees, but it's not impossible, right? You could potentially buy a house at a stretch, okay? The second thing that you can obviously do, you can buy a deal. You can buy a deal because without the knowledge, you wouldn't be able to find the deal. So you would definitely have to buy the deal, right? The deal will cost you £2,000-3,000 sometimes. It may cost you rent in advance, deposit, setup fee. So we're looking potentially your 10K could get you one rent-to-rent deal, right? Now, if you have one rent-to-rent deal, and let's just say you're making £500 a month, realistically, all of your eggs is in this one rent-to-rent deal basket. The issue is, if for whatever reason the deal sourcer pulls the wool over your eye, the issue is you are stuck with this deal. All of your money is in this one rent-to-rent deal. Okay? Now, the other option that you can do, which can give you a lot more diversity and which most likely will allow you to get a better return on investment, is this. You can actually put that 10K into the best investment you can ever make in your life. You can put that 10K into yourself, and here's what you can do. You can learn about rent to rent. You can learn about buy, refurbish, rent, and refinance. You can learn about HMOs, house of multiple occupants. You can learn about service accommodation. You can also learn about deal sourcing, right? Now, you can also learn about lease options. Now, when you learn about all of those different strategies, you will also learn how you can find those property deals. So when you learn about how you can find rent-to-rent, how you can find BRRs, how you can find HMOs, how you can find SAs, how you can deal source, all of a sudden, you've now put all of those food, all of those things into a pot, and now we can cook. Because when you learn about deal sourcing and you know about all of the strategies, you will, let's just say you are horrible at finding rent-to-rent. Okay, cool. You will even cover, who cannot find a BRR deal? You find a BRR deal, you mix it up with the deal sourcing, sprinkle a bit of salt on there, and you can start selling BRR deals for £2,000-3,000. How many of those deals do you need to sell to make back your original £10,000? 2, 3, maybe 4? Also you can learn about how you can join venture. Let me give you an example. One of my students, her name is obviously Shana, right? Shana actually started off not this way. She actually started off here, like most people do. They don't want to obviously pay for training. So what happens is they end up going out there having a bash themselves, facing loads of failures. Then they're going to resort through frustration to end up buying a deal. So she ended up buying the deal. She bought a deal. The deal was obviously miles away from where she was living. She got someone to manage the deal. Not only did she buy the deal, pay the rent in advance, pay the deposit, she also paid someone to manage it. Altogether, that totaled to almost £10,000. But that's not the biggest issue. The biggest issue, she had a guaranteed rent with the landlord and with the agent for a few years. For the first 6 months, every single month, the rent had to be topped up because she did not know how to work out the numbers and find out if the deal was a good deal or not. She never had this. She only had the money. And as a result, for the first 6 months, she had to be topping up the rent every single month. When it came to the point where she was about to, overload, she came to me. I'm like, cool, well, I know you've started off there. We can't go back and change the future, but we can change the now. Here's what I recommend, and here's what you definitely should do moving forward. You should do this. You're gonna get the biggest ROI. She was not happy, But I told her, listen, let's do this. Long story short, she did this. When she got all of this knowledge downloaded in her brain, guess what happened? She became good at finding rent-to-rent deals. She became good at analyzing her deals. And she realized the deal that she had is a bad deal. She got rid of it. Then she continued finding rent-to-rent deals, found a few people, joint ventured with them. Now she took on multiple rent-to-rent deals because all of a sudden that's joint venturing. Now she also has the knowledge to deal source. So continue finding those deals. She started to pass deals to investors, and she has sold multiple deals that she found. Now now the ROI is a lot better here than it is here. Right? Now listen, I'm not saying that's the case for everybody, because you need to believe in yourself, right? You need to back yourself. And if you don't back yourself, it's fine. You need to be around somebody who believes in you. If you have got those two things, this is always the best ROI for you. If you don't believe in yourself, you haven't got the time to back yourself, that might be a better option, right? If you don't need the cash flow and you just want to like put the money away, that might be a better option. But remember, whatever you decide based on this return on investment. What's going to give me the biggest return? If I put this money into this, what's going to give me the biggest return on investment, right? And that is what I would spend the 10K on.